one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to coin after I say one thing. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
One game left.
Sucks.
You sad?
Hate it. I'm sad. My emotional roller coaster, man. Like, I know I said I can't wait for the season to be over, but then when you put, I think I said it last week, when you put in perspective that there's 3 games left, you start thinking about what you're going to do on Sundays. Like, you start thinking about like what I got to think about my new plan for Sundays instead of sitting on the couch for 12 hours. Watching football.
You might have to find a hobby or something.
Yeah, I got to find a different hobby. But see, it'll hold me over. And like, that's the thing. This is that time frame before, like, for at least for me, because I live in cold climates in the winter, until like April when I can start playing golf. That's what, like, I need. This gap, this like 2.5 month gap, where it's kind of like, I'll probably find some shows to binge watch. It's typically when I catch up on any show, and that's about it. Yeah. Maybe play some video games.
Oh, that's a good idea. You should go to like a golf simulator on Sundays.
I do like the golf simulators. I do. That's actually a good idea. Take up my time, go to the golf simulator. We have a nice one that's like it's one of those like restaurant ones. Yeah. But it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
5-iron golf,
we got
something
one
like
of those.
that.
Yes. Yeah. I literally think it's a 5-iron. I think that's what it's called. But I'm sad. Are you sad?
Yeah, man. I mean,
sucks.
I mean, I'm an NBA guy. I like the NHL. I mean, I was thinking about today where I was with like all the playoff stuff going on. I was like, man, I'm kind of excited for the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs because they're every night for like weeks.
Yeah, it's
every
true.
game feels electric. So that's something to look forward to. But that's like a month away. So and then March Madness coming up.
March Madness coming up. NBA playoffs start April.
So we have like a month. Typically. Yeah, we have like a month of, boredom.
February. Worst month of the year. Yeah, worst month of the year by far.
Why?
Holidays are over.
That's a good thing.
I know, but like it's cold when it's like holidays like in winter kind of go together. I feel like, at least if you grew up in like cold, like in the Midwest or whatever, where it's colder, or East Coast, whatever. Like you don't even know it doesn't even feel like winter because it's like part of it. You get Halloween, like when stuff starts, and then you get Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then January at least have playoffs, like NFL playoffs, but January kind of sucks. But at least you have football. February is just like cold and snowy, and there's no sports to watch, and it kind of sucks. Like, you know what I mean? It sucks. And then, but March free agency. I am excited for free agency. That's in early March.
February it's a little slower. That's kind of like when people start really paying attention to the NBA. That's when I like get real into it because it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Because I watch NBA games here and there, but it's kind of tough when you have Sunday, like you have Thursday night, then you have some Saturdays, Sundays, and Monday to watch football, and then you just kind of want to chill for a minute.
Yeah, take a break.
It's just a lot, and that's when you hear about like all the recaps and stuff in between there, and then you kind of just get excited by Friday where, all right, we got football this weekend. But with no football, I like to just dive into the NBA mostly, and then I just start seeing, who's got a chance in the NHL. So, but real quick, does Scotty Sheffler ever lose? This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Well, so with that, did you see that? Was he 18-year-old who shot a 60?
Yeah, Blades Brown.
It's insane. I didn't know. I did like a whole thing. I pulled out the old Google. It was like, who is this guy? I pulled it out. I typed him in. I was reading his life story. I was like, did he just not want to go to college? Did he what was the thought process? He thought he could do better just going pro instead of going to college. He, he grew up with a ton of pros around him. And he finished his par to shoot 60. That's insane.
Yeah. The last putt lipped out to shoot
Yeah.
59.
Yeah. And it was like he also part of par 5 in those last 3 holes. Like, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, 16 is a tough one. But
Where
yeah.
did he finish? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I just saw Scotty won.
I want, because I was curious, because he's obviously like a very young pro. I was curious what his pay was for.
He played like there was like a big. He played when he was like 16 and did really well in the tournament.
He's an amateur though, right?
He finished, yeah. He finished 18th, shot 2 over last
18th.
day. Yeah, I mean it's still really good.
So that was the American Express, right? Yeah, Scotty,
Yeah.
27 under. Jesus Christ.
Just
guys
wins by 4. That's just crazy.
What's his name? Blades Brown.
He
finished
18th.
He took home 117 though. It's just like for being 18 years old, and
oh yeah,
I think that's his first purse win, because I saw like he missed the cut in a couple events and stuff like that. So, 60 is insane. 74 on the last day hurts, but it's all right.
Yeah, I mean he's young. He'll learn.
No, absolutely, yeah. Looks like he shot 68 with Scotty. They played together the third round. That's nuts.
Dude, I just the Scotty Sheffler thing, it's getting eerily close to Tiger comparisons. It's getting it's getting ridiculous.
That's why like I'm kind of, I know we talked about the whole live thing briefly a couple weeks ago. That's why I kind of like that some of these guys are coming back, because I just think it's going to bring more competition. Not that I don't want Scotty to win as many. Like I don't care if Scotty wins, but like I like the competitiveness. Like right now, it still just feels like going into it, Scotty's going to be obviously the heavy favorite. His tournament to lose whatever he plays in. I like the idea of some of those guys coming back and making it more competitive, like the majors have been. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Brooks coming back is good. Scotty's not playing this week in Farmers, which is interesting.
Yeah, why is he not playing in the Farmers?
I don't know.
Doesn't want to. I mean, these guys don't need to. Like, he doesn't need to, I guess. Like, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Isn't this like a I guess the Phoenix Open is like a elevated event, right? Yeah. The Farmers isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Farmers is, usually it's like I guess the American Express is like the first big one in, because the first one's in Hawaii, then it comes to the American Express, then the Farmers. But Farmers used to be, like the kind of the start of the year.
It's the kickoff,
we're here. But I guess Scotty didn't want to play, or something's going on. But
could it be because the Phoenix Open obviously is
the week
after, and then it's Pebble Beach the week after that?
Probably, yeah. Probably just doesn't want to go 4 weeks in a row.
Correct, yeah. So, but like, it's interesting that he chose the American Express over the Farmers Insurance. But yeah, maybe he wanted that gap.
American Express is an invitational, so
it is okay.
Yeah, that's one that you probably want to play in. But I mean, Rory's not playing either, so I don't know what the hell.
Well, yeah, Rory did that last year too. After he won the Masters last year, he just kind of he skipped like a bunch of, not a bunch, but he definitely skipped a few events that he was supposed to play in. So, which is fine. Like he doesn't. I think he's earned that right. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. But yeah, I just the Scotty thing. He's won 20 times in the last, I think, 4 years.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm curious, actually.
I just had to bring that up because I just looked down at my phone and I was like, damn, he won again. It's just unbelievable. This guy just doesn't stop winning. And I saw his odds were plus 100 to win on Sunday morning, and I almost did it, but I didn't, and I should have.
Definitely should have.
Yeah.
Definitely should have.
But anyway, let's get into
19 wins.
What?
Scotty in the last 4 years.
Did it count this one?
No, it was 2022 to 2025, so 20 if you include this one.
Yeah, 20 wins. That's crazy.
Well, and it's honestly it was 6 last year and 7 in 2024, so it's 13 in the last 2 years.
Well, but I mean, Tiger was rattling off like nine win
Yeah, he was.
seasons, so I guess it's still people forget. But all right, let's get to football.
I got the topic. Shedeur Sanders, Pro Bowl. Is that what you want to talk about?
So the Broncos and the Pats played the first game. Yeah, the Pro Bowl's a joke, dude.
It's a joke. They need to get rid of it.
The thing is, they make money off of it, so they're not going to get rid of it. But I just don't understand. Don't invite people.
So here, okay, we'll keep this quick because I don't really actually want to talk about this because I think it's ridiculous. But I think if you make a Pro Bowl, it should be like all pro. If you're an initial person, you get it on like your resume, record, or whatever. If you make it originally, even though that is a little bit still not real, but at least it's closer. If you're an alternate, it doesn't count as a pro. Like, yeah, you can go participate in the event, but it doesn't count on like your resume, your record. Because like in next year, you know what we're going to see all across the TV whenever if Shedeur Sanders is playing, Pro Bowler in 2025.
That's ridiculous.
He was one of the worst quarterbacks in NFL history last year. Okay, it might be an exaggeration. Maybe not NFL history, but he was one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL last year.
Yeah, that's all you need to say.
Yeah, statistically. Caught myself there. I'm catching myself.
Good job, man. But he was definitely one of the worst quarterbacks in that NFL, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah. So
actually, it was with Dylan Gabriel.
Correct. Exactly. Those two were at the bottom of almost every single metric. And it's like,
yeah,
I get it. Fans vote on it, which they want to include fans as part of it. Again, if you make it
fan votes are so dumb.
If you make it as an original, great. You get the Pro Bowl on your resume. If you're an alternate, especially like a seventh alternate, even if you want to take it to the first alternate because they're close, give it to them. But if you're a seventh alternate, like you can't be a Pro Bowler. Like Andy Dalton was a 2-time Pro Bowler. The one time he was a seventh alternate and was a Pro Bowler, so he's a 2-time Pro Bowler. Like it's the stupidest thing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But all right.
Yeah, I feel like this happens every year, and
it does.
They just want people to participate down there, and it's just whoever has the biggest name is going to get down there. That's why I don't like the fan vote. That's why like when no one should be called a Pro Bowler, you should just be all pro, and that's it.
Yes. Yeah, I'm fine with that too. It's all pro. Like if you're gonna count these awards, just leave it to all pro. First and second team all pro, and that's it. We don't need to include Pro Bowls anymore. But I get it. It's he's a big name, and I think people, obviously like it's probably good for reviews for
Well,
the
yeah,
Pro Bowl.
they're gonna make money. That's why they're not gonna
exactly
banish it. How you said earlier.
Yeah. I don't know why I said banish.
Yeah, they should. I mean, the flag football thing.
Mm-hmm.
It should maybe just announce the teams and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they
make money off of it.
I appreciate them trying to do other stuff because they knew the game was so bad that you just couldn't do it. So they tried to make it more kind of like the NBA in terms of like the 3-point contest, dunk contest, like doing all that kind of stuff instead, which is fine. Again, my whole thing is just when it comes to like a player's legacy or whatever, when he's trying to get a Hall of Fame, like that stuff is, you just can't count it anymore because it's not just this year. It's been for the last 10 to 15 years. It's kind of felt like a joke. So, all right, that's enough Pro Bowl talk. We should move on.
Yeah. So anyway, Pats Broncos.
Yes.
One of the most, snow games are fun, but when you add wind and I guess the sudden elements, it just makes it into just like one of those sloppy games. And we were texting and we were saying we were anticipating on like what was going to happen, like something weird's going to happen. Because that's usually what happens in snow games or bad weather games in general, especially when it comes to the playoffs because, everyone's more, inclined to be aggressive and win the game, especially when you're down. But the big topic of that game was, do you agree or disagree with Sean Payton's 4th and 1 going for it in the first half.
Oh, when it was 7-0, they were going to kick a field goal. So I am pro
when there was no snow.
Correct. I am pro go for it pretty much 95% of the time, I would say. Like I wish Zach Taylor was more aggressive than he is as a Bengals fan. I do. He's one of the least aggressive coaches. He used to be aggressive, and like all the data shows that he's bottom 5 now in aggressiveness. In all honesty, though, that was one where I was surprised they went for it because they were controlling the game from the defensive side of the ball. You have a back. It's like you have a backup quarterback. Like I think it's very different than the Matt Stafford, like the controversy over them kicking a field goal. Like I 100% Rams go for it. Like I was not upset that they went for it at all. Yeah, exactly. But like there's people saying they should kick the field goal, and the one in the third quarter that they went for it. They could have kicked the field goal. Like I was pro go for it. This one though, like with how good the defense was playing, how suffocating they were to Drake May, to the Patriots offense, and they were the rest of the game. Like they Patriots had one scoring drive that was, they had the one field goal, and then they had the 12-yard drive after the Stidham fumble. That was, I do think you go up 10-0 against at home with your backup quarterback. I still like the aggressive. Like I wasn't upset that they went for it, but as I was sitting there, I was like, I probably would kick this.
Yeah, it was really early in the game too, so
it was early, yeah.
And no one knew it was just going to be a blizzard in the second half unless they were calling for it. But the first quarter of the game, it looked completely first through the third quarter looked completely different than in the fourth. And they had control of the game. We were texting about it. We were just like, damn, I can't believe this is a 1-score game. I can't believe it's a tie game right now. Or it was just, it just seemed like the Broncos had that win. And I'll tell you what, man, if Bo Nix played, they won that game.
I think so too. And maybe the thought process going through Sean Payton with no, I'm not.
Okay, you're good.
I'm not muted. Am I good? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, that was weird. And maybe like that's what Sean. It was early in the game. Maybe that was Sean Payton's thought process was, hey, we're moving the ball well. We need a yard. We just drove down and scored a touchdown. I'm going to get this first down. We're going to score a touchdown. We're going to go 14-0 and the game's over, essentially, right? Maybe that was his thought process was they're not scoring 14 on us. I'm going to and I can't be, I will never be mad at someone for going for it. Like, I will never be like, that was stupid. In that situation, my thought process, yeah, I'd probably kick the field goal. But when they went for it, I was like, okay, I get it. I get why you're going for it. I don't hate, fantastic. Go for it. So I don't know. Maybe that was the thought process is, hey, we are moving the ball really well with Jarrett Stidham. I trust, which is great that he trusts him in the offense to get that yard. A weird play though. I don't know if not everyone got the communication of what the play was because he had two free runners at him immediately. It was a weird design play. I don't know.
I didn't think the Patriots defensive line's pretty good.
Yeah. Their defense is good. They have a top.
It was just
defense.
A broken play, and I don't think the play call was bad. But you also have a running back who's 5'9". It's not like you're going to trust him to get a yard, and not having J.K. Dobbins kind of sucks. But
yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, that first drive second drive with Stidham.
Second drive. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the second drive with Stidham. I was like, man, this guy's got it.
Well, that was the longest pass that threw with air yards, right? Not yak or anything. Longest pass by a Broncos quarterback this entire year was that deep ball he threw on the second drive, like 41 yards or something.
I texted you after that drive. I'm like, $50 million a year.
Yeah,
you go,
yeah. Mike
you go. Yeah, he's better than Bo Nix. I've seen enough.
Yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit there. I think
no. I mean, obviously we're joking around, but
joking, yeah.
That was so funny because then
it was.
He did nothing after that.
He did nothing.
And go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, talk about nothing. Drake May didn't do anything in this game either.
I know. He didn't. And that's where I actually just saw a stat right before we jumped on here that he had the lowest EPA for a quarterback throughout the playoffs that advanced to a Super Bowl in NFL history, which is interesting. Like, you can't really say he played bad. He did what was needed to win the game, right? Like, especially when it got to the fourth quarter. Correct. And I guess maybe it was the defense that played well in the to keep them in the game, because on offense, I mean, I think they got to the point where they knew that Denver couldn't move the ball, especially when it started snowing in the end of the third, fourth quarter. They didn't even try on offense. They ran the ball 6 straight plays at one point in the fourth quarter just to punt it back, because they knew that the Broncos probably couldn't get into field goal range, which is crazy to think about in a playoff game of that, like an AFC championship game at that. But yeah, he didn't look great, especially early when the weather wasn't bad. He missed some open throws. Like, he missed Ramondre on the second or third drive short. He should have thrown a pick on the first drive. That's, again, one the Broncos are going to look back on. Early, the first drive on third down should have been a pick, and they dropped it. And then I think he missed Booty deep in the end of the second quarter, early third quarter. Some passes you would normally see him make. He had 86 passing yards, 11 for 20.
Yeah, I mean, him trying to throw to Booty, though, he had Surtain all over him twice, and they're like, all right, we're kind of done with this. So that was kind of tough. Surtain's so good.
Surtain's so good.
Oh my God.
And that's the thing, the Broncos defense, man, is so good. It's you can't. Go ahead.
Well, the Patriots played 3 of the top 5 defenses in the league, and now they're playing. Now they're playing another one.
I think Seattle's 4, or they 2. I think they played 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah,
Seattle's 2 or 4.
So the offense looking bad isn't necessarily their fault. They're just going against unbelievable defenses.
They're playing great defenses, but they're playing the worst offenses probably in the playoffs.
That's a good point. Good point. Forgot he played. No offensive line. Herbert. Yep. C.J. Stroud. Yep. And the Broncos without the starting quarterback. It's a good point.
Yeah. The Patriots defense gave up an average. I think through the playoffs, it's 8.5 or 8.7 points per game throughout the playoffs so far.
Oh my God. People are going to look back in 20 years. People are going to look back at this and be like, best defense ever.
Yeah, no, honestly, probably. Especially because Herbert's a big name, right? He's a big name, but their offense was especially towards the end of the year with how banged up they were. Their offense was bad at the end of the year. C.J. Stroud was really bad at the end of the year and in the playoffs. Bad. And then the Broncos lose their starting quarterback and are playing a backup, and I don't know. You have to give them credit because they can't control who they're supposed to play, right? They can't control it, but I have a hard time getting a real gauge of how good they are based on kind of the defense. I think is fantastic. From an offensive side of the ball, they haven't needed to do much, obviously, to make it. They scored 16 points against the Chargers and 10 points against the Broncos. So they put up under 17 points of offense and won 2 playoff games. It's hard to do in the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's really hard to do in the playoffs. And then they 28 against the Texans. 7 of those came from the defense, so that's 21. And the Texans turned the ball over 5 times, and they scored 21 points off of those 5 turnovers.
Yeah, probably getting short field.
Yeah. It's really hard to judge. But hey, that last play was awesome. I love that it came out that wasn't the play call and he took it himself. That's what you want and what you need out of your quarterback in those big moments. So yeah, they made the plays that they needed to make to win the game. But do I feel like they're going to go beat Seattle? No.
Well, speaking of, the line came out at Seattle -4.5.
Yeah.
And I think it came down. I saw some places have 3.5, but
I think there's 3.5 in some books, yeah.
Seattle looks good.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Seattle looks so good. Darnold looks good. The defense kind of struggled this week, but that's going to happen when you go against the Rams. Because they looked unbelievable against the 49ers. But now I feel like the Seahawks are going to have their way with the Patriots.
I think so too. I definitely think that Seattle's going to have their way with the Patriots. Like, I just don't see how, coming off the 2 games that Seattle's put up compared to what the Patriots have done, and I think it's part of the offense. Like, if they would have gone out there against any of these teams and looked like a functioning, and like, again, they made the plays they needed to. Like, some of the throws that May made against Houston were great, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, and I know people are saying it's like one of the worst Super Bowl teams to ever, like one of the worst, like easiest road to the playoffs, like defense carried, whatever. Like, obviously you see that everywhere. It's a Super Bowl. Anything can happen. They won 14 or how many games they win? 17 now because they were 14-3. So they won 17 games. Like, they're a good team, but I haven't really been a believer all year. The playoff, like, and I know you asked me at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of the playoffs, will your mind change about Drake May and the Patriots if they make the Super Bowl? No, it didn't really, just by the way they got there. You know what I mean?
What if they win?
If they win, yes. If they win, absolutely. Because, like, Seattle right now is playing at an unbelievable level. Defense is good. Offense is also very, very good. Offense might be better because now Ken Walker's getting the bulk of the carries. So, like, they might even be better now on offense than they were before.
Yeah.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I didn't learn enough through the playoffs about the Patriots. Is that weird?
No, it's not. The AFC has been weird all year.
Yeah. It has been.
Like, everything about the AFC, like the Mahomes season, the Bengals season, Josh Allen,
Ravens,
like, what the hell are we doing there? Mm-hmm. Jacksonville being good, like the Chargers somehow winning 11 games.
This was Jackson. Like, this could have been Jacksonville's year.
I know, man.
It really could have been Jacksonville's year.
I know, my God.
I also think if you're the Bills, like, you are absolutely, like, you feel worse maybe after watching those 2 teams play than you did after losing to the Broncos. I know they lost to the Broncos, but if you just don't turn the ball over 5 times or what, like, you win that game, and
yeah,
I think they're beating the Patriots if they are in the AFC Championship game.
This was Josh Allen's year, man.
I mean, imagine how Josh Allen played against that Broncos defense in Mile High the week before, even though he turned the ball over 5 times, they still put up 30 points. Like,
yeah.
And then you get the Patriots go out there and they can't move the ball until Jared Stidham says, "Here, take the ball," and here it is at the 10.
Literally.
And it shouldn't even.
Throws it to him,
and it should have been a defensive touchdown anyway. Like, the offense shouldn't have even scored.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? They had to go 10 yards on a bad call that should have given the Patriots a defensive touchdown. Like, it's really hard. And I know people are going to be like, the blizzard didn't happen until the end of the third quarter. Like, it was there kind of. It was snowing.
It was windy.
It was snowing through the third quarter, but, like, it didn't hit super hard until the end of the third, fourth quarter. Like, and you had, 120 yards of total offense or whatever, if that at that point. Like, I don't know. But hey, you made the Super Bowl. You can't knock them. But I feel like I didn't learn a lot about the Patriots. I don't know.
There's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of what ifs with this because they did have the easier. They had a good draw. They still did what they needed to do to win the games. They're a really good team, obviously. Mm-hmm. I mean, to get to the Super Bowl, you have to be a really good team.
Yeah.
And
defense played lights out.
Yeah. And let's just talk about the other game really quick. Another unbelievable game.
Yeah.
Matt, I had no idea who I wanted to win because, like, the Darnold thing is awesome.
Yeah.
I love Stafford. Puka's awesome. Everything about the Rams is, like, cool. But the same thing, you can say the same thing about the Seahawks.
I was going to say, it's the same. Like, I think the Sam Darnold story is awesome. Like, JSN's awesome. Like, I like Kenneth Walker a lot. The defense, like,
unreal.
It's like 12th man. It, like, kind of brings you back to, like, us in high school when when Seattle went to those couple Super Bowls with Russell Wilson and the defense, like, it just kind of, I don't know what it is, but like I found myself cheering for Seattle. I wanted the Rams to get the ball back at the end because I wanted like to see a Stafford drive, and if they scored, awesome. Like obviously, I have no dog in the fight. I didn't really actually have a dog in the fight. Whatever happens, happens. I just wanted to see that. But like the fact that Seattle, I'm not upset Seattle won. Going into the game, I thought I wanted the Rams to win, but as the game was being played, I was like, damn,
100%.
it would be sick. It would be sick if Seattle went like Nicky Mallory's a stud on the defensive side of the ball. I wanted he was a Bengals target last year, so like I feel like I knew a lot about him coming out of college, and you fall into the right place. Like McDonald is a fantastic coach, and he had Kyle Hamilton in Baltimore. So like he probably like felt like he knew how to use him. But he's just a freak. He's all over the field, like animal. Like their defense is so good. They swarm to the ball. You have Tariq Woolen, and you have God. Why am I drawing a massive blank on the other corner? Help me out.
Kobe Bryant.
Witherspoon.
Oh.
And
you don't like Kobe Bryant?
No, I mean, not really.
Why?
Do you like Kobe Bryant? He was a UC guy, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
I thought he was UC. I thought he was UC.
He's good, man.
Yeah. No, he is good.
And they have Kobe Durant, who's no, that's Rams.
Yeah, they have Devin Witherspoon, and then Josh Jacobs, the other one, and then Reek Woolen.
What do you think about that unsportsmanlike call?
Well, that's why Woolen popped into my head, because like I was thinking about the unsportsmanlike call, and he's kind of had an up and down career with Seattle. I get why they called it, but I'm kind of hey, it's the NFC Championship game. Let them talk a little bit. Like they've worked their asses off. Like I'm okay with a little taunting, a little like it doesn't bother me.
Who's that for?
But
why? Because I remember when they called one against the Eagles where he just like stood up and like, did this right over the guy. I think it was God, I forget who it was, but
was that early in the year? Was that
early? It was early in the year.
Yeah.
And then they said like this is a what do they say when they're trying to focus on that? What verbiage do they use? Point of emphasis.
Point of emphasis. Yeah.
This is a point of emphasis and it's just like, why? Like everyone loves this shit.
I remember that coming into the year because there was a lot of like really iffy calls at the beginning of the year. I think they kind of either they didn't have it as much.
They slowed down.
Or they slowed down. I don't know, man. I think it's about like for the kids watching, they don't want them growing up. I don't know. That's what I think.
But it's also if the defense forces a turnover, they all go run into the other end zone and they do some dance or some pose, and it's the same thing.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's like what do we like? How is that any different?
I agree.
I mean, I love shit talking. That's part of sports, and if they get rid of that, that's ridiculous.
Right, and that's what like you saw players chime in. They're like, you work so hard to get to this point, and you know what play's coming at you. You know you got this guy one-on-one. You know it's third down. You know they're probably, like in Tariq Woolen's case, he knows it's probably coming towards him. And he's like, and he makes a great play. And yeah, he's a little emotional about it because he put all his work. Like, I don't have a problem. Like, I didn't even think it was that bad. I get it. He was
in their bench, though.
He was on their,
like going up and down.
He was on the white, right? He wasn't like even on the field anymore. He was in there. Like, I get it. It's not like he ran from the other side of the field. And like, you know what I mean? Like,
might as well have.
Like, broke up the play on the other side and ran to the other side of the field. Like, he was over there anyway. I get why they called it. I don't think it was like a bad call based on the rule book or whatever. But yeah, I wish some of that stuff would get swallowed, especially like in these kind of games. And then very next play, Puka touchdown. Shocking.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Well,
game changer.
Didn't they have to? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was 4th and 12, 15-yard penalty, first down, very next play. Yeah, and I think that's what people have said about Woolen is like that's kind of what you get. He's had some really good years. I think he's a Pro Bowler. I know we just talked about the Pro Bowl and like who knows what that means. Like again, maybe he was a 5th alternate and I don't know it, and that's why. So I think he's a Pro Bowler.
Exactly, 20 years. Shedeur Sanders, Pro Bowler.
Correct. So I know he's been a Pro Bowler once. I know he's been a Pro Bowler, and like that's kind of what you get with him. But dude, I know I already said it. Like when we were talking about the fourth down call, like I had no problem with any of the fourth downs that the Rams went for. Like I know they could have kicked a field goal there to go down one with like 5 minutes left. They didn't even stop them on the next drive anyway. Like I don't get how people can be upset about that. Like, sure, you're only down one, but they didn't stop them anyway. And they were Seattle was throwing the ball, they were running the ball. So I don't get why people are even saying that they should have kicked a field goal there. I don't understand how that's even. You have a chance to go win the game with Matt Stafford, and I get there's going to be time on the clock. You need to score a touchdown. Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, like all the the 17 tight ends that the Rams use. Like, I don't know. I have zero issues.
Do you know Kobe Parkinson's 6'7"?
Yes, he's huge.
I didn't know that. That's insane.
He's huge.
No wonder he was getting over every week.
Dude, he went over like 9 straight games.
Yeah,
every game.
And people are saying that there's a lot of talk about how that fourth down that Matt Stafford had, how that they didn't get, how they didn't go. They didn't target Devontae Adams or Puka Nacua. But when you have a big guy like that, why wouldn't you throw it to him, or at least try to?
No,
I mean,
1,000%.
it's tough. It's tough. It's easy to say that because if they score there, no one's saying anything.
No.
But yeah, I had money on the Rams, so I kind of wish they won.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not mad with the Sam Darnold result, and everyone was calling him Sam Darnold, and he was gonna turn into a pumpkin during this game because it's a big game and he usually cracks under pressure, but he goes out and he has the best game of his career.
Oh, dude, he played so well.
That's awesome.
He played so good. It's like the Rams obviously don't have a great defense, but they're
good defense.
Yeah, they're an average top 15 defense, right? They're a solid defense. Dude, and I think everyone was expecting maybe to see a little bit of that, kind of like you said, that Sam Darnold seeing ghosts. And like last year with the Vikings, terrible game to end the season to try and get the 1 seed, and then a terrible game in the playoffs. So everyone was kind of anticipating that same thing happening here. And I mean, like I'm kind of like his career, like the way it's gone for him to have not I think he settled in with the Vikings. Like I still think, I mean, we've talked about it on this, like that. We get why they moved on from him because JJ McCarthy's a top 10 pick and whatever.
If you're a Vikings fan right now,
oh, you're pissed, man. You're pissed.
Oh, this should have been them.
You're pissed.
If they had some kind of competent quarterback play, they would be right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's won how many games? He's like 30 and 4 in the last 2 seasons.
I think they won 14. I think the Vikings went 14-3 last year. So I think he went. Yeah, he's 28. He was 28-6. So yeah, 28-6. Lost in the playoffs. So, and then 30-7.
That's insane.
That's insane. And he's only 28 years old.
Yeah, younger than Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. That's crazy.
Which is crazy to think about, right? You feel like he's been in the league for 12 years. But that's why when these guys come out young.
Forever.
That's why when these guys come out at 21, it's even more of a like benefit. You come in at that young, and the Jets moved on from when he was 23. I know at the time, no one probably even realized it because they weren't good. But like going back thinking about it, he was 23 when they decided to trade him. Like that's insane.
You know who else is 23?
Who?
JJ McCarthy.
That's true.
And people are calling to move on from him.
Me included.
So, yeah.
Hey,
everyone included.
That was good. I like that you said that. That was a good. I like that.
These young guys, you never know.
Did Sam Darnold show a little bit more than JJ McCarthy has?
Dude,
in his first
Sam
couple
Darnold
years
was
with the Jets?
terrible.
I know. He was terrible.
He was terrible.
He was bad.
And then he got benched in Carolina.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, and I guess I get it. When you put that much draft capital in, like there's so much pressure, and like you feel the hate from the fans and like, okay, we need to win immediately to win over the fans. People are getting fired because they're not winning. Like there's just so much pressure on it. God, I'm happy for him though.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I mean. I get it. It's like I get it. I get it.
Yeah. But I just hope for a good game because we had 2 really good games this week. And I hope it's not like last year where it's just a blowout at halftime.
I know.
And we're just sitting there just like watching the Super Bowl because, it's basically a national holiday.
Yep. I agree. I hope it's not a blowout. I think it will be, but I hope it's not. JSN, beast. I think last thing I want to say, like I was thinking about it today, kind of putting a bow on this season. I think we've all agreed it's weird. It's different than the seasons we've had the last couple years or whatever, 5-6 years, where it's felt like it's been very dominated by like quarterback conversations and all that kind of stuff. Like I think this was and I know I've said this before. This was like, it felt like a year of you need a solid team. Like you can't, the Superman stuff of like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, like Joe Burrow, like you can't, it's not sustainable. It's not how you should be trying to build your team. You need to get the right pieces. And I know none of these teams are like, no shit, we're not trying to make them like, but hitting on early draft picks and like making a couple of those
can't pay 3 guys
signings,
all your money.
No, yes, exactly. Like hitting on your early draft picks and then finding those free agents that make sense, that fit your team, that are, they're not going to break the bank, but they're quality pieces that, hey, they didn't work for someone else, but I think they'll fit for us. I think this season was a perfect example of that. Like Bo Nix, great. The defense was awesome. Bo Nix was fine, right? Like he's not a world beater quarterback. Sam Darnold had a good year. Still wouldn't probably consider him a top 8 quarterback in the NFL. From a talent perspective, maybe top 12. Drake May, obviously MVP season, but like we saw in the playoffs, he's not the reason that they are in the Super Bowl. It's been pretty much everyone else, right? Not everyone else, but like the defense specifically. And then you had Josh Allen trying to be a superhero against the Broncos, and he couldn't do it himself. He had a bunch of turnovers and they lose. Like it just feels like that was the epitome of the season, and I hope some of those teams see that and notice that in terms of like, all right, we need to bring in these pieces to help some of these highlights. And I get it, when you're paying guys $60 million a year, it's sometimes hard to find the money to get some of those pieces, and you need them to take on a little bit more, but you can't whiff on all your draft picks and sit out of free agency because you're too scared, I guess. Like the Bills, like how did they not bring in a wide receiver? Not one.
Yeah.
Like how?
The GM got promoted, so you don't know anything.
That's true. I know nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone knew that was an issue. And how do they not even address it? I just don't.
They tried the Amari Cooper thing last year, and he played like 2 games.
Yeah. I mean, he was like 34 years old. Like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he finished like their last 6 games and a playoff game, and that he had a total of 200 yards, 217 yards. That's crazy.
Like, how do you? And I know they ended up trying to trade for Jalen Waddle, like that, rumors out there and all that kind of stuff. But like, don't put yourself in that position. Do something in the offseason.
Go get Jacoby Myers, like what like the Jags did.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, man. That was my takeaway.
Shaheed.
That was a great trade for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Great trade for the Seahawks. Special teams, huge in that game.
Insane.
Like it usually is.
But, all right.
Okay.
The last thing I want to do is there's 4 more teams who need coaches. And now some of those spots might be filled by the time this comes out. But just real quick, the Browns, Cardinals, Bills, and Raiders. Who do you think they're going to hire?
All right, so I'll start with Raiders because I think, on the broadcast, Tom Brady on the broadcast yesterday, we're doing this on Monday, the 26th of January. Tom Brady in the broadcast, I think he spoke really highly of Kubiak on Seattle's side. Like, I just feel like that makes a lot of sense. They're going to draft Mendoza, bring in a young quarterback. That's kind of where I lean for the Raiders. I think the Browns, it's Shieldhouse. Like, they've had 7 or 8 guys no, maybe not 7, 4 or 5 at least drop out of head coaching interviews. Like,
Yeah,
it
it's weird.
sounds like it's going to be Shield. Like, they haven't completed the Rooney Rule, so they can't hire anyone anyway. It's like they physically cannot hire a quarterback until they have to interview a couple more guys. But it seems like that's who it's going to be is Shieldhouse, which will be interesting. I don't hate that. Like, I like that take a swing at a young guy, see if it works. If not, move on in 2 years, 2 or 3 years. And then the last two are the
Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals are going to go with.
I heard the defensive coordinator for the Jags.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I was wondering if they go for an offensive guy after the failures of Gannon.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I'm looking for it right now.
Okay.
Anthony Campanelli.
Okay. Yeah. That would be interesting. What about, I think Mike LaFleur maybe from the Rams. Like, he might be a good, like, another one of the, like, I know he's interviewing there. I feel like that might be the direction they go. I just feel like they might go offense based on what happened with Gannon. Bills, I think, is the hardest of all of them.
Yeah, it is.
I have no freaking idea. Like,
I think it should be Daboll.
I think so too. I think that's what I said last week too when we talked about it. Like, I think Daboll makes the most sense, especially if you're including Josh Allen in the decision making. I know they had from all accounts, they had a good relationship when he was, and they were really good. That was when they were there. That was when they, 13-second game. That was when they were the favorites. Not that they were the favorites this year, but that was when the offense was really humming. I know they had Stephon Diggs, a couple more pieces around him, but I think it would make a lot of sense. I do. And then it sounds like, McDaniel already officially took the OC job at the Chargers. And then Mike McCarthy, Pittsburgh Steelers coach.
So I know you don't like that hire. Why?
Okay, so this is my reasoning for the McCarthy hire. I get it. I think he's the most, and I don't think there's any dispute in this. He's the most proven coach out there. And it kind of makes sense because the Steelers are coming off of 18 years or whatever it was of stability of never having a losing season, and they probably don't want to go through like a full rebuild. I just think this is their opportunity, like, to go through a rebuild. Hire a young coach, hire an up-and-comer that, like a Shieldhouse or whatever. Like, who knows if these guys are going to be good, right? We have no idea. Like, they could be the brightest minds, and it all depends on the situation you go into, whatever. Like, the Brown situation right now, pretty shitty. I understand why people are not taking that job, right? Pittsburgh has a little bit more stability, so it feels like a place where some of these guys might take a shot. I would move on from like some of these big defensive contracts, like TJ Watt, a couple of these older guys, Ramsey, like they're 30 plus. You need to be bad to get a quarterback nowadays. You need to have a top 5 pick, basically. And especially this year when there's not a good quarterback in the draft, so maybe this isn't the year to do it. I just saw it as an opportunity for them to kind of blow it up, get rid of some of those big contracts, be bad for a year, and go into a big QB ready draft next year with a top 5 pick.
Counter to that, I don't think that this coaching cycle that there's any there's no Kevin Johnsons, there's no.
Vrabel, Ben Johnson, none of the big names. Yeah.
There's no big names, and Mike McCarthy's resume is the same as John Harbaugh, and John Harbaugh was the big splash this year.
True.
So
true.
Mike McCarthy, Pittsburgh guy. They're probably going to bring Aaron Rodgers back.
That's what I mean. You're running it back.
Hold on. So there's some moves you can make. You can. Every team can make moves. You're already saying that the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl next year. So what makes that any different? And I just feel like you could probably do something. Maybe shore up that offensive line.
Yeah.
He's a good bridge if you're like, all right, maybe 3 to 4 years, see how it goes, and then we could go and get our guy. If there's a guy out there that we really, really want. But I feel like for Pittsburgh, I understand it's more of a lateral move and not more of a it's not a big splash, but Pittsburgh doesn't really do that, even though every coach they've hired has been in their 30s.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tomlin was kind of a splash at the time.
I just think that they didn't like the coaching poll. Well, I mean they've all been splashes. You know what I mean? They hold on to their guys for a while. I just don't think they liked anyone out there.
Yeah, and that's fair. Like that's fair. If I was a Steelers fan, and I didn't go through it to the extent that Steelers fans went through, but as a Bengals fan, when we went through the Marvin Lewis era with Andy Dalton, like I could not wait to try anything different. Like you've lost 7 straight playoff wildcard games, gotten blown out in most of them. Yeah, you haven't had a losing season, but like I would take the ups and ups and downs. Like I would take the 2-14 or whatever the Bengals went to get Joe Burrow. Bad, like all of that. Bad that next year when he gets hurt to get Jamar Chase for the 2 years of going to the Super Bowl and AFC Championship game for that highs that brought you, rather than knowing, like in the back of your mind, like, and all Steelers fans knew this year. Yeah, we might make the playoffs, but we're not going. Like you're not going anywhere. You're not going to win in the maybe you win the wild card round, but you're not good enough. Like I would just take that up and down more so than the 7 playoff losses of Marvin Lewis over 16 years and being the most average team in the NFL. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, we can talk about it now. We can criticize it now, but who knows in November of next year, if they're, 9-2 and they look solid, then everyone's just going to be, or if they're 5-5, then we'll be like, see what happens. They've beaten the Raiders. They've only beaten, the Browns.
I just think it's going to be hard with running back. A lot of that. I mean, who knows? Yeah, your point. They might trade for. I mean, but they did that last year. They traded for DK. It didn't that was a big splash.
Well, they had no offensive line. Yeah, and DK
didn't do shit.
Yeah, but DK was their only offense. They had no one else.
Yeah.
They didn't have a running game.
Kenny Gainwell.
Kenneth Walker was basically just a receiver in the backfield.
Yeah. Gainwell. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, their team. God, you know what sucks, man? I hated the Steelers my whole life, and then Aaron Rodgers goes there, and I'm kind of rooting for him, and it sucks. It sucks.
I wouldn't mind. Two reasons. I like having Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. I think he's a good personality. He's good for in general.
The team.
I think he's good. But also at the same time, I hope he comes back as a quarterback because I'm not scared of him anymore from a outsider's point of view. Or would you be more scared if Aaron Rodgers was quarterback or Malik Willis next year?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that probably. I'm trying to think of the best free agent.
That was so disrespectful.
Probably Aaron Rodgers. I know. I'm trying to think the best option on the market that you could have instead of Aaron Rodgers. That's what I'm trying to do. Think of because there's no one.
There's not great options. So. I mean, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but you have to figure out the contract, trade for him. You have to do all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even think they can afford it.
No,
because of all the money they're paying on the defensive side of the ball. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying who's probably available. I mean, he's available. Tua's available to trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Malik Willis.
But free agent wise,
Daniel Jones.
Off an Achilles.
Yeah,
do the same thing. He's basically going to be the same player.
Justin Fields will probably be available again if they want to bring him back. Stidham, yeah.
He's available.
$50 million a year. He's a $50 million a year guy. I don't know. But that's what I mean. Maybe they'll end up drafting Simpson and he's something. But if that gives me Kenny Pickett vibes again, 2.0 from when they drafted.
Well, he doesn't wear 2 gloves, so
I don't know. I just Beck in the 3rd or 4th round, wherever he goes.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh, Carson Beck in the 3rd or 4th round could be an option.
Well, here's the thing: if they do really like Ty Simpson,
and
you bring back Aaron Rodgers,
yeah, it's a good bridge.
Yeah, I mean they did that. Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. Jordan Love's a good quarterback.
Yeah, And you wouldn't do it for 4 years, right? You would do it for
do it for one
season. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. I mean, I understand what they're saying, but Mike McCarthy's resume is really good, and he was also the coach. Like, I feel like it's a little tainted right now because he didn't do anything with the Cowboys, but no one can do anything for the Cowboys because all they do is get in their own way.
Yeah, true. He has a similar like career arc as Sean Payton too. I feel like I think it's pretty similar. Right? One Super Bowl.
Great. One
Sean
Super Bowl,
Payton
one great quarterback.
Had some bad years with the Saints. Like they went 7-9 with Drew Brees like 3 or 4 years in a row. But no, so I will say, like, I think this is the difference. McCarthy had Aaron Rodgers. He had Dak Prescott his last 2 stops.
Yeah.
I know we're talking Aaron Rodgers again, but it's a different Aaron Rodgers than prime Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. Did he have Brett Favre?
I don't know. Was that he came after Mike Holmgren, right?
Yeah. I don't know if he had Brett Favre or not.
That's a good question. Man, that was When did Brett Favre retire, or when did he go to the Jets?
Mike McCarthy coached Brett Favre from 2026 to 2027.
2006?
Or sorry, 2006 to 2007. They went from 4-12 in 2025 when he was the coach to 13-3.
Who?
The Packers.
So Mike Holmgren went 4-12, and then McCarthy came in. And they went 14-3.
13-3 because it was only 16 games.
Oh yeah.
You know, a long time ago when they only had 16 games.
So hold on. They fired Holmgren after going
I believe so.
3-13.
That's what it looks like.
And then he came in. Aaron Rodgers came in.
Yes, and took over after that.
I think McCarthy's a good coach.
He's had Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and Dak Prescott all in their prime as his quarterbacks. Brett Favre maybe not his prime, back half of his career, but
damn.
That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I shouldn't say I'm surprised. I just thought I would have done something different, but again, I'm a nobody, so.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not scared, I guess, is my final statement. As a Bengals fan in the division, I was like, oh, nice. So.
Well, you should just be scared of your front office.
That's true. I got my own shit to worry about with the team that I follow.
Yeah. All right. How did we do last week on our picks?
We both went 1-1.
We only did 2.
We only did 2 last week, yeah, because it was. I think we'll do Super Bowl talk next week. I think we should pick 3 and do some player props or anything.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
We should have done that last week, but we just didn't think about it in time, and then I didn't want to throw shit out there. But yeah, you had I had Rams Seahawks over 46.5, which was a win, and then I had New England minus 5.5 was a loss, and then you had Rams plus 2.5, which was a loss, and then Broncos plus 5.5, which was a win. That got all the way down to like 3.5 by the time the game started.
I know, I got that.
Huge.
Oh, people were acting like he was the next coming. It was out of control.
He struggled a little bit.
It was out of control. People were talking about him. It was kind of bothering me. It's like, man, they were really trying to hype up this game.
Oh, it went over the top for sure. It definitely went over the top.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some golf picks for the farmers this week.
Bets, yeah, let's do it. Oh, and then just real quick, records wise, you're 31-26-1, and I am 30-29. So we're both over, which is great. Still both over. I want to end the year over 500.
Yeah, that'd be nice. All right. You get to pick first.
That's right. All right, let me pull it up. What are we doing? Has to be minus 125 or better.
150 or less.
150. That's right. It's 150 because golf is A golf minus 150, I feel like is so much harder than any other minus 150.
It is.
All right, let's see. Let's do top finish. Give me. Yeah, you said Sky's not playing, right?
Yep. Sky would be fucking minus 8,000, top 25.
It's also hard at the beginning of the year because no one's really played.
Mm-hmm.
Give me. I'll just do Shoffley minus 128.
Yeah,
I'll just go.
He's the favorite for that.
Yeah, chalk is chalk.
Yeah. I'll go.
That's top 20, by the way.
Do I just go back to the well? I'll take Rasmus Højgaard at plus 170.
I was going to say Højgaard, brother. Yeah.
There's my guys.
Is that top 20? Rasmus Højgaard. Top 20. I like that, though. Plus 170. I got to figure out a different way to calculate like wins and losses for these, I feel like.
You mean they're either top 20 or they're not?
I know, but like plus 170 is like.
Who cares?
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm going to go. Give me Jason Day. Plus 142.
Coming off that second place finish.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I'm looking at the leaderboard from last week, and I'm like, all right, who's playing well? Who's playing well? All right, I'll take. Give me Chris Goddard up at plus 120.
Okay.
He won the Sony Open, if you didn't know.
Did he? Nice. I probably definitely spelled that name wrong, but that's okay.
Gotterup.
Okay.
Did you get it right?
No.
How'd you spell it?
Gooderup. Good or up.
Wow. Not even close.
Not even close. All right, I'm going to go. Give me Cam Young.
I like that.
Minus 105.
Yeah, you're just taking all the fucking big guys, huh?
Yeah, that's absolutely. For beginning bets, 1,000%.
Yeah, then I'll just finish off with Ludwig at minus 110.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, take one of the favorites. Mm-hmm. I took him so many times last year, and I don't think it hit once. I think I took him 6 times. I don't think he hit once.
Yeah, he did not. He didn't have a good year last year.
No, he did not. Okay, all right. So Mike had Rasmus Højgaard at plus 170, Gutterup at plus 120, and Ludwig minus 110 for all of them top 20. And then I had Shoffley minus 128 top 20, Jason Day plus 142, and Cam Young minus 105 top 20. No winners this week. None of that. We're just gonna go.
Where's Brooks at? They don't have his odds up, or
is he playing? Is this his first tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, his odds are definitely not up then.
Oh my God, I'm scrolling.
There's no way.
So far
he
down.
is. He's plus 180, top 20.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think I'm assuming we're both probably going to take that. He's plus 280 for me.
Plus 280?
Mm-hmm. Top 20. I wonder what the tournament winner is. Why? Is it just because he hasn't played on tour?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, but a little sprinkle, whatever his odds are. Never hurt nobody.
A little sprinkle. That's hilarious.
Plus 5,300. It's crazy.
Is it to win?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the highest his odds are gonna be all year.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Alex Noren is at home. Damn, that's crazy. All right. Well, follow us at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and at Athlete Pod on Twitter. I'm back to calling it Twitter, by the way.
We thought this was gonna be a short one. Here we are.
Yeah, I know. Hour and 4 minutes in.
It always goes longer than you think.
Yeah, 20 minutes. I'm like, damn. kind of running out of stuff to talk about, and then we just kept going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it should be.
All right, well, Super Bowl preview next week. Brian, always
one more game. Always a pleasure. One game left.
Uno mas.
Uno mas.
Oh, shit. We gotta do it again, dude. Left the lens cap on.